Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we have another unboxing video for you, and I can tell by the shape of the box what brand it is. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing a Tacto Tac 1-3, and Grogo's wearing my Tianus Newman. I asked Grogo if gold, frankincense, and myrrh is given out for Life Day. He said it started as a Wookiee holiday, so you get mold, flatulence, and fur. Alright, let's get this box open. Got the knife, got a seam, and here we go. And it looks like we got the newer Pagani Design box. Of course, I'm assuming it's Pagani Design. It sure looks like one. And yes, it's a Pagani Design. Alright, let's open her up. And looky here, it's a Bond NATO. I'll add this to my collection. Then we have the world's greatest cleaning cloth, polishing cloth, whatever you want to call it. These things are wonderful. Then we have the unsigned warranty card and the instructions. And, ooh, can't forget the hang tag. They didn't even bother hanging it. And here is the watch. I got a reverse panda for a change. I always get the normal pandas. This is the first time I ever get a reverse. I prefer the other type, but I decided to mix it up. And speaking of mixing it up, this is a Pagani Design that is a chronograph that also has a timing bezel on it. So you're getting like the best of both worlds. Instead of the useless tachymeter that you'll never use, because why would you? You get an actual timing bezel that you might use. For example, if you're making your pizza rolls or your mac and cheese or something like that. Of course, it's a chronograph. So why not just use the chronograph? So the whole point being is you could use the timing bezel in the water, because you don't want to use a chronograph in the water, because when you push those buttons the water comes in. So you could use it to time your time in the hot tub, because you're not supposed to stay in the hot tub too long. And so if you're in the hot tub for more than a half hour, you might pass out and get sick and all that stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but I try to stay in the hot tub about a half hour and call it quits. So let's get this plastic off. Instead of boring you to death, I'm just going to do that off camera. Okay, I have the plastic off, and here it is. The biggest difference between this and most Pagani Design chronographs is the bracelet. Look at this. Instead of the typical oyster style, you got this. I don't even know what to call this. I've never actually seen a bracelet like this. It's definitely different. And then the other biggest difference is instead of a fixed bezel with a tachymeter, you have a timing bezel, and the action's really light. Really light, kind of too light, which is unfortunate. And then I'm assuming this is a VK63, so let's press the button here. Yeah, it's a VK63. There's the hand with the smooth sweep. So let's go ahead and hit it again and reset it. Now, this is odd too, because look, you got a timing bezel so you can use it in the water, but you don't have locking pushers, which is odd, because if you want to take a chronograph in the water like this, you want the locking pushers, because you don't want to accidentally push one of these. Otherwise, water will come into your watch. So that's odd. So why give it the timing bezel if you're not going to give it locking pushers, which they put in all their other chronographs? And then another thing different too, it has a butterfly clasp. And I guess And look at this, because it looks like they're little individual links, but they're not. Look at the push pins. So they are, they're not, you can't just remove one of these. You have to move a whole bunch. So getting the perfect fit might not be possible because you don't have any half links. I guess you do have a half link at the very end. I don't know. Well, I'll figure that out for the review. So let's go ahead and put it on the wrist and see what it looks like. Here's the watch unsized to my 7.5-inch wrist. Looks like I can get 3 fingers underneath. So I will be removing 2 to 3 links. And once again, these links here, they're not individual pieces here. They're bigger. And look at this too, because you got this link and then this link. So I imagine when you remove a link, you have to remove both of them. Otherwise it won't work. So once again, I'll explain it during the review. Well, thank you for watching this unboxing of this Pagani Design Chronograph Reverse Panda with a timing bezel. And I will be back with another review. More than likely that Pagani Design 5140 that I've been waiting forever to review. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.